All right, here we are, GMC Sierra 2016 model, 1500, and we're going to change the cabin air filter. So I wanted to bring you guys along. Let me set you up here so you can see what we've got to do. It's a pretty easy job. Just open up the glove box. There's a couple of screws here at the top and then a matching pair down below. They're T15 head. So you just buzz those bad boys out. There's one, there's two. Okay, now that we've got the two screws from up top here, let's go down below and I'll show you the ones that we've got to remove now. There's one in each corner. Again, T15 head on them. We'll go ahead and get in here, buzz those out. They're going to try to stick the last thread, so they shouldn't fall out of your way. Let's get this last one right here. See how they just kind of hang up there on that last thread? All right, now that the four screws that are holding the glove box are taken out, you can just open up the glove box and kind of pop it forward, and it's going to pop out. There's these little clips on the side here that are holding it in right there, and those just pop right out. Once you get that out of the way, you can look back in here and you'll see the cover, this honeycomb looking thing, and that right behind that is where the cabin air filter lives. To remove the cabin air filter, now that we have access, there's a clip at the top of this that just put your finger behind and pull forward, one on either side, and you can push this wiring harness out of the way, and then just rotate this down and get it out of the way. Oh man, look at all of that nice goodness inside of there. We're going to want to tap all that out, get that out of there. And here's our cabin air filter. And already, as you can see, there's quite a bit of debris that has gotten trapped inside of there. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of there. All you got to do is just kind of grab the corner or the top, whatever you can get to, and just slides out just like so. Let's see what we caught. Oh boy. Yeah, we got quite the collection going on here. Bunch of leaves, some pine needles, definitely pretty dirty. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this now. And before I replace that, I just wanted to show you guys that this one here and the replacement will have a place on it where it says airflow with a little arrow. Hopefully you guys Hopefully we got that in focus for you. Right here is what it shows. And so again, this is drawing air from the cowl area. It's going down through this way and flowing down to the blower motor below. So we want to make sure that we put in the replacement with the arrow pointed in the right direction. And this cabin air filter was pretty dirty. I thought you guys might appreciate seeing what all we caught in there. Let's see what we can get out of it. Ooh, quite a bit of dirt, leaves, and really it didn't all come out. I mean, it's got caked in quite a bit of dirt here. So this thing was overdue for changing. If you guys are wondering why you got some funky smells inside the car, or the blower's not blowing as strong as it used to, check these things. Could be you just got a dirty cabin air filter. And here's our replacement air filter, and as I showed before, they'll have an arrow on it showing you which way the air flows across it. And again, this system draws in from the top, so we want to make sure that this side is facing bottom. Now this one's square, and so you can put it in either way. It's got some of these little foam strips on a couple of sides and not on the others, but it doesn't really matter which way you put it in as long as the airflow direction is correct. In order to reinstall it, you just got to slide it back into its home here, the way that the other one came out. Once you get the back started, it'll just slide right into place. You want to make sure that it's nice and even, level across the front like that, and then you can take your cover that we popped off of there and reinstall it. Now the cover's got these little tabs on the bottom right here that have to go into these holding areas, and then once those are in place, you just push it forward and it'll snap at the top. Let me show you. So we get the tabs lined up at the bottom, like so, and then push it forward and you'll hear the satisfying click, one above here, one above there, and it's all done. Pretty easy, huh guys? All right, now that the new cabin air filter is in place, we can put our glove box back in place. And so, as I mentioned before, you just line up these little tabs here on the sides with these little holes right here and right over here. So you slide it into place and you'll see how it fits just in place, and just give it a little tap, tap, tap on either side, and there she goes. She is in place. All we have to do now is secure it with the 4 screws, these 2 here and 2 at the bottom, and it'll be good to go. So I've gone ahead and just with my fingers started these screws, and we'll go ahead and drive them home with our T15 Torx bit again. Nice and slowly and easily. Doesn't have to be tight, just snugged up. You don't want to strip these things out. Okay, get the ones down below. Okay, down below, went ahead and started the screws by hand. Again, T15 Torx. Snug it up. And the final one here, lower right corner. Job done. There it is. That's how you replace cabin air filter in your GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado.